The thing with music that's really cool is when you watch movies, it has such a ability to make you really feel a certain way, angry or sad or happy or whatever. But you can never really relate to the actors because the actors are always portraying someone that's different. They're always acting like, someone who's angry, mad, or happy, so you don't really know who they are, and then they're different in every movie. When you like musicians, when you look at musicians and rock bands or whatever, these people are, for the most part, 90% of the time, they're being themselves. And if you like what they're writing about, which is usually about themselves and how they dress and who they are and whatever, you kind of kids will mold themselves after bands because they can relate to them. They can say, hey, what he's singing about is exactly, what my life is like and how he talks or her or whatever. I mean, that's the thing about music. It's like this genuine art form where someone really puts himself out there in a song or whatever, and I think you can attach yourself to that quite easily. You can pick and choose what bands really kind of make up the ingredients that make your life what it is. So, in any case, that's what I love about music. Lately, I haven't had that. I haven't felt that from that many bands that come out. I'm looking for something that's like I said, like spiritual and out of this world. Shit that when it starts, like you feel like, fuck, this stuff's from heaven. I think that's why we're going to call this thing Angels and Airwaves, because I think that's what we're trying to create. I'm trying to create a record that I love, a record that has every single song has that thing that gives you goosebumps and makes you want to go out and rule the world, or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't. It just hasn't existed since like the 80s, starting the Whisper record, and I was like, I'll just do it myself. And I was scared, but I was like, I think I could do it. And then we started, and it was like a month or two into it, and I remember calling up Rick, our manager, saying, you know what, I need a producer. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to handle this. And I was scared shitless of producing. Like, I didn't want to do it, really, because I thought if that was going to be the one thing that fucked up the record, that would have been it, the kick drum stops, so it goes, can you play that the chorus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we started calling some people, but we never actually got in touch with these people, and I had to keep recording, so I just kept working at it, and it was not until I got Critter that I was like, no, I didn't need a producer, I needed a great engineer, you know? Really cool. So, cool. Do you want to put my daughter's lead?
Yeah. Will there actually be real drums at some point in it?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm thinking even during the verses, you'll play over it with no snare, just
right. Like the second half have more of a distorted kind of.
Like something comes in with those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like actually,
even just doing
this.
Usually the main songwriter in the band has a lot of ideas about how things should go and how things should sound and this and that and the other.
Hold on to me, hold on to me. He's the songwriter, you know. He's like the vision musically of everything, you know. Like it comes from him first, you know. Like and that's the he takes the lead and we follow and we run with it, you know. Now just hold on. Now just hold on. Now just hold on to me. Now just hold on. It really just means that it's recording with the person that knows exactly what it should be, you know, as opposed to trying to convince somebody else, you know. You know, when you have a producer, you kind of lay around and let them call all the shots. When you're in charge of it, it's really up to you, you know, how good do you want to be, you know, and how good do you want to make this thing. And if you want to make it the best, then keep working at it. Even if it takes you 3 years to make the record, make it the best it can be. You'll figure it out and you'll learn a whole lot along the way. So every time I learn something great in the studio, now I know how to do that trick, you know. Or every time I made a mistake, I said, okay, I won't do that anymore. But this is the way to do it now, and that's why I like producing, because I know what I want, I know how to go, and I know how to get there now. And it actually kills a lot of boredom in the studio when you're just laying around waiting for a part. Now it's like you're constantly thinking. It's like this candy store. It's really cool. I feel like I'm playing some fucking on that part, tribal part. How fucking flawed. I'm sorry.
This process is so different because I think Tom was very, very dead set on doing things different with this band and not wanting to be locked into any one thing. And I think that when he just started with ideas and starting to put it down before he had called anybody but David, he didn't want to be locked into a certain song structure or a certain sound or a certain chorus or anything like that. And I think that the ability to change everything on a whim was very appealing to him.
But with Angels and Airwaves, we write in the computer. We lay, you know, some sounds down, beats, and start building upon those things and twisting and turning them. Sometimes they take left turns, sometimes they go exactly where you hope they would go. But it gives you an endless amount of options and editing possibilities.
The process has evolved out of that desire, and I think it's a unique process because I don't think a lot of people would want to work like that because everything is in such a state of flux for so long.
And you have 1,000 ways to shape one sound, so you can create things that really fit into a sonic spectrum much easier to create a wall of sound where every frequency is kind of layered with something. I mean, that's the way I think, and that's the way I try to do it.